How's it going, everybody, and welcome to a different video for the channel. I decided that it might be fun to play through The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Now, I do have a 3DS capture card. However, I thought it might be fun to do, the Nintendo 64 version. And I can't remember why I have a save file named Gross. Because I normally only name myself Link. So I don't know why in the world I would have one named Gross. It's just a mystery. Maybe someday I shall uncover this mystery. Maybe it was me that made the file. Maybe it was someone else. I don't know. But anyways, we are just going to get started. Normally, the only time that I play this game is for speedrunning, and that's the 3D version, so I am going to have to show a bit of restraint to do things the old-fashioned way. Who knows how successful I'll be, because some things are just habit at this point. So we'll see how things go. But I'm hopeful that I can do things without being too quick. So my biggest complaint about the original version is just the slow text speed. I mean, as a kid, before the 3D version came out, didn't really know any better. But now, after playing the 3D version, just how slow all the text is, it's just so annoying. And considering I'm mainly a 3D player, it's just, it takes some getting used to, but again, this isn't supposed to be a fast-paced playthrough or anything. And I'm also probably not doing 100% run, just because I don't feel like being an all-out collector. I mean, I'll probably go for some stuff, but for the most part, this is just going to be a casual playthrough. Just ASMR style. I don't know how long I'll make the videos. These first two videos are probably going to be rather short. Just because this one I'm not even planning on starting the Deku Tree. I just want to get the sword and the shield and then get outside the Deku Tree, and then I'll end it there. Some videos might be longer than others, like going through the Spirit Temple and the Shadow Temple. Those will probably be longer videos, just because they're longer temples. Water Temple isn't particularly long, assuming you know the route. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think there's ever going to be a video that's going to be like an hour long. I mean, maybe when I do Ganon's Castle, that might be a bit longer, but aside from that, I don't really think there's going to be any super long videos. So, yeah, just going to be a bit of a casual playthrough. And we get to take control of Link in just a second, which is exciting. Because it's been a while since I played this version, which is on the Switch Virtual Console, but it is, for me, better than playing on the Nintendo 64 version. And I don't know why his eyes are open. I don't think they're open in the 3DS version. Maybe that's just a mistake. They forgot to close his eyes there. I don't know. So here we're introduced to Navi, who is a very decisive character among the fans, being that some people hate her guts and some people love her. Personally, I don't really care. Either way, she's cool, I guess. I don't really have any attachments to any of the whole little buddies that Link teams up with. I mean, Minda's probably as close to an attachment as I'll ever have to any of huge for her. Although I've seen videos where like people are crying when she leaves at the end of the game, so I'm like, I don't know, is that for a video or what? Because I don't really know how you'd get that big of an attachment to Navi. Because it doesn't really feel like there's any lines that really connects Link and Navi. It's like she's a tour guide for like everything, but nothing more. So this is my path when I speedrun the game as well. Normally you head to the right here, grab the 5 rupee, and then you can back walk, side hop, whatever you're comfortable with. Maybe one down the speedrunning video, just particular sections. Then you want to grab the 5 rupees over here. And then from the treasure chest here, you can back walk once you get the sword, but I really don't like doing that because I always find myself getting hit by the boulder. The timing's never right. But it's okay because I like the forward walking anyways, so it's good. Alright. So with the Kokiri sword in hand, or the butter knife, whatever you want to call it, we can climb back through this little tunnel thingy, which it seems like it would fit Adult Link, so maybe it's not as big as it looks, because Adult Link can't climb through those things. And then this rock here is going to give us 5 rupees. Yeah, there we go. Guess it gave us 6 rupees. It just depends on where you're standing. So we'll equip the sword. We don't really need to cut these bushes because there's lots of rupee making methods around here, but since I'm not speedrunning, there's not really a point to just getting those other rupees. Might as well maximize. Somewhat. So our next rupees just going to be down here. And again, not really necessary to collect these ones. The 5 rupees are all we really need, but for having a little bit of extra cash, and I do mean a little bit, might as well grab the stuff. Well, there's not really too much you need to spend money on in this game. Getting a horse, a Epona, costs a bit, and I want to try this trick. Okay, I've never gotten it to work in the Nintendo 64 version, but I could have sworn I saw it, because in the 3DS version, you do a jump slash, and then Link will teleport up on top of the bridge. I thought that was a thing in this game as well, but maybe not. Or maybe I just did it wrong. That could be as well. And there's one time when in the 3D version, that I wanted to do Adult Link in the Deku Tree, and it turns out that only half the Deku Tree is rendered at this point, which makes sense, but it still looks weird when you see it like that. And in case anyone's actually curious about what I speedrun with this game, I do glitchless runs, because the glitches are really difficult to figure out, for me at least. Very complicated stuff. But the glitchless stuff is a lot easier in my opinion. As long as you have the Hylian shield, because that makes one of the skips in the water temple a whole lot easier. The tutorial of this game, like, everyone has something to say and like really gets you familiar with the game mechanics, which in my opinion, if someone was to ask me what Zelda game I would like have a kid play, like a 5-year-old, it would definitely not be Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom. It would probably be this, because Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom were just very complicated and probably the most difficult Zelda games, aside from Zelda 1 and Zelda 2, but even the Oracle games I found easier when I was younger, but Tears of the Kingdom I was struggling as an adult. So, just, you don't really have to dodge or anything in these games. You just shield up and you're good. But Tears of the Kingdom, you actually have to dodge and whatnot. And I don't know of many 5 and 6-year-olds that really want to do that. So I would say this game is definitely a good start. Or Link to the Past. I really liked the GBA version when I was younger. I think we're just gonna skip all the suckers dialogue because I don't like Maito as soon as it lets me. There we go. I'm gonna avoid talking with him because I don't like him. And we'll slash these Dekubabas. Just for the Deku sticks. There we go. So now we get a bunch of text from the Deku tree. Just telling us that there's some danger. We've been having nightmares. But it's all good because he seems like a wise tree with a mustache. At least I think that's supposed to be a mustache. And then are those his eyes or his eyebrows? Because if those are his eyebrows, or are his eyes? But at least you can tell what his nose is. And his mouth. But he has no teeth, which is interesting. So I don't fully know how that works. But perhaps we're not supposed to know. It's supposed to be a secret to everybody. Alright, so I think this is a good spot to stop this video. Next video we're going to be doing the Deku tree. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. But that's all I have to say for now, so I hope you guys all have a good rest of your night, and thank you for watching.